Hi everybody, Kat here. Welcome to the channel. It is Monday morning, and after all the fun and pomp and ceremony of trooping the color on Saturday, we're back down to earth with our feet on the ground, and I'm going to be looking at something a little controversial today. We're going to be talking about the wealth of the royal family. Now, investigations have been done, volumes have been written, and we still don't really have any idea how much they're actually worth because, like Freedom of Information Act, I don't know what they call it in Britain, but access to that kind of information is prohibited in Britain. So we really don't know. And me, well, I'm just going to dip my toe into a couple of things. We're just going to look at a couple of things today. How do the royals amass their wealth? Well, there's a few ways that we can pinpoint. Sharing projects with the government with the use of their foundations and pairing with government funds, and charitable donations. And so in a sense, funded by the taxpayers, but then they reap the untaxable profits. Examples of this is like Great British Energy, King Charles's offshore windmill scheme. He owns all the seabed, all the offshore, and what is in place already, he gets, I think already he gets 25% of the profits, and the rest go to the government. It doesn't go back to the people. And now with the expansion of this project, Charles had come out, was it last year or something, and said with this, he's gonna really give back to the people with the expansion of the offshore wind farm on his seabed, because the monarch owns the seabed. He is going to give back. Out of that 25%, he's going to give back, which means even more money goes into the privy purse. He's going to give it back to the people. No. It goes to the privy purse. The privy purse can decide how they want to spend that money. There's no hard and fast rule that every time, there's a profit and it's split and the privy purse gets the money from King Charles's wind farms, they don't cut checks to the taxpayers. They don't cut everybody a check of the profits. It's not how it works. It goes to the privy purse and they can decide what they're going to spend it on. It doesn't trickle down to the people. And as far as what percentage Charles is going to keep, he claims it's going to be less than 25. So what, 24% or 2%? How much is he actually going to give back to the privy purse? Again, that is something that we're not allowed to know. They get income from other things such as, the same kind of situation. Another example is Prince William's Homewards, the homelessness scheme. He's partnered with the government and using his foundation, contributions to his foundation, which are individual and business and taxpayer based, not his own money, but just as the Duchy of Cornwall. Well, when William became Prince of Wales, he became a billionaire overnight just from the rents from the duchy. And now he's going to build more homes with the government, even if it's social housing kind of a scheme. He's going to be funneled. He's going to make a profit off of this. No doubt. It's what a noble gesture. He wants to end homelessness, but you can damn well bet he's going to make a buck off it while he's at it. So we have those kind of income generating schemes. you know um, the royal family holds vast real estate, not only in Britain and the Commonwealth, but around the world, worldwide. They have horses and farming and all manner of things. So what do they do with all the money that they're earning? Well, they're in investments. And again, even though investigations have been done, that we don't know a lot about the investments because, of course, those things aren't subject to the public looking at them. You know. Now the royals have amazing financial advice. Coutts, a private bank, handles all of their accounts and investments. And I mean, we already know that the royals technically pay taxes voluntarily. Those are important words. Therefore, there's no real way of knowing how much or what, if, at all, that they actually pay, because we're not privy to that information. Now, I want to read you a quick excerpt out of a book, just a paragraph. This is from David Icke's The Biggest Secret, talking about the royal family and their investments. No one knows what the Windsors really own because it's forbidden by Parliament to even discuss the fact that the Queen keeps her private wealth secret. Such secrecy is vital to prevent outrage by her subjects and to allow her to use her privilege for insider trading, a practice which is illegal. Insider trading is to be in a position to hear privileged information which could be used to make a financial killing and then use that knowledge to do just that. The Queen, with her colossal portfolio of global investments, is in the perfect position to make unlimited profits. She's constantly kept informed via meetings with prime ministers, ministers, officials, British intelligence, and other sources. Where the best and worst investments are going to be through her secret network, she can ensure that the most effective financial use is made of that information. And that's true. This was written many years ago when the Queen was still on the throne, but it holds through till today. Think about it. The red boxes, all the parliamentary papers, all the government papers that the monarch has to see and sign off on. So business dealings, all kinds of, can you imagine? All the information in the world. That's what the monarch gets. So it's maybe a little easier to be able to pick and choose what you might want to, what you might want to do. But now, like many other elites, they are willing to engage in tax avoidance, which is legal. It's not moral, but it's legal to hold on to much of their riches. And we first got wind of this back in 2012. The K2 tax avoidance scheme was brought to light. The island of Jersey was exposed to be a money shuffling location, a tax haven. Comedian Jimmy Carr was found to be paying a mere 1% tax on his income. The scandal almost ruined him. I mean, it could have ruined him. Though the scheme was legal, it was just wrong. And I mean, he was not the only celebrity caught out and named in the scheme. To everyone's surprise, Queen Elizabeth II's name popped up as well, with her various companies listed in Jersey. Things went quiet pretty fast after that. Jimmy maintained his career, he paid his taxes, made a couple of jokes, and life went on. Well, that embarrassment for the royal family, indeed. Did it stop them? No, skip to the Paradise Papers in 2017, November 5th, 2017. A leak. The leak included over 13.4 million documents related to offshore investment. The leak originated from the offshore law firm Appleby. Among the rich, elite, powerful politicians, royalty in the Paradise Papers was again Queen Elizabeth II, with a $13 million private investment in funds in the Cayman Islands and Bermuda. The impact of the Paradise Papers went further. There was further investigations into tax evasion and other criminal activities. And even though through the process many were named and shamed, some careers lost, did it affect the royal family? No, it didn't. Not a minute. They were named one day, the story was tucked away quite quickly. Twice in a matter of less than 10 years, the monarch was found to be engaging in, although not illegal, certainly not a good practice, when the rest of her subjects, the tax rate in Britain, through the roof, like here in Canada, it's over 40%. It's insane. Yet the monarch, someone of immeasurable wealth, just blithely, well, in the first place, not even really obligated to pay any tax, and certainly doesn't see it as something that she should be doing. Given back to her subjects, perhaps? No. None of that. And nothing has changed with Charles in charge. The same operations, the same investments, and don't you know, he's got some of his own, and the wealth he's inherited, and the continued investments, and his new schemes. What are they worth? We'll never know. Hope you enjoyed this. Like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. Share this video. And we'll see you in the next one. Have a great day, everybody.